Hello everyone, welcome back to World of Warcraft The War Within, and our immersive story-focused playthrough. Whether you are new here or a familiar face, please enjoy the relaxing commentary of today's episode. And as always, I hope you are all doing well, and I thank you for joining me today. It means a lot. In the previous episode, we finished our questline at Morning Rise, and then returned to Dornegal to continue the main story. Our path would lead us to Freywold Village, where we would eventually encounter our very first delve. While it was an exciting moment to finally see what these scenarios are all about, I'm looking forward to seeing more. Let's begin back at the village, where we'll look to kick off today's episode with the main story once again.
I speak for the Unbound, but they have no master.
We stabilized most of the injured, but many of the earthen you saved need more help. You Rubians often fight with corrosive poisons that eat away even our stone bodies. Fungarian flesh has long been used by our healers for its medicinal powers. The Fungarian takeover of the quarry is one unexpected boon to our situation. One we will adapt to. One we will adapt to as the Unbound always do. But I can't leave Ebona's side. Will you help me?
Follow what drives you.
Sure thing. Let's speak with Moira. She's got a little bit of a chat bubble above her head.
You address the Queen Regent of the Dark Iron Clan.
Must have been hard for you to walk away.
Yes, I was the Stone Ward. With the Stonebound, I built all of Dornegal, but I could not remain there. The Stonebound continued to mine and build and maintain. That was our edict. But after thousands of years, the Titans were silent, and yet we still built. My people wanted something more. Many began to drop their tools and leave for the wolds. I argued for them, that we all should be able to choose. But Baelgrim was furious, and Merrick's would not defy the Titans either. And so, I joined my people here.
Leaving all you know for what you think is right. That takes some courage.
Or faulty programming. We are free, but we did choose to live unprotected. And now, my people suffer again.
Well, I may be an outlander, but I think you're in the right. And these Oathsworn should be protecting you. Having a different opinion doesn't make you any less earthen.
That is not Baelgrim's assessment.
Well, let's hope he'll come around. For now, we can only help ourselves and get your people healed.
Very, very cool. I'm surprised that we haven't seen one of these local quest lines continue our quest to get the Earthen as an allied race, based on everything that is being said here. Let's speak with Baelgrim next.
What is your query?
The quarry is overrun with Fungarians. All of the mining tunnels are collapsed, and we do not have time to clear them out and rebuild. However, I did spy a good amount of ore on the ground on the way here. It would be a start at repairing the coreway, but I am needed here. With Aldegon's people, my people, will you gather the ore in my stead?
We are the bedrock, Outlander. You gather the ore. Edelgon, how can I help?
That's the first time you've asked that question. But you can start by helping the injured.
Very cool. Looks like we have to travel a short distance to the west. Let's just double check and make sure that we're not missing anything. I believe that there is an additional quest that can be picked up somewhere close by. Looks like it's underground somewhere. So I'm not exactly positive if we have access to it yet or not. There we go.
What path brought you here?
There's nothing too interesting here either. Well, let's continue with the main story. We've got some stuff to collect. Let's do it. Alright, we've got some, what I can only assume are Fungarians. Let's go ahead and round them up. Some interesting looking creatures. Here are our piles of ore that we can collect. Interesting. It looks like we can mine the dead persistent foragers. I guess they are made out of rock. Though I'm not sure what sort of benefit we're going to get from it, because it doesn't look like we're getting skill ups. We did get some low-level bismuth at least. Not too bad. That should be our last bit of ore. We do have an additional quest down below that we can take a look at real quick before we leave. That might have been a rare spawn. Rustal Titan Cap. Dropped some interesting bracers. We don't need them at the moment though. Let's get out our flying mount and see what else we can pick up. This additional quest doesn't seem to be anything too crazy, just collecting some additional research notes. I'm sure we could have taken a look at those and get a better idea of where these Fungarians come from, why they're here, etc. I think we'll learn more in subsequent playthroughs though, where we can really dive into the full Lore Master experience. For this playthrough, I'm mostly just focused on seeing the primary story. We're back in Freywold Village. Let us speak with Aldegon again.
Conversation initiated.
You brought back more than I expected. Thank you. Now I will make the poultice.
Heed the call of the unknown.
Alright, and now Belgrim.
I followed the Council's directives.
It is not much, but this ore should help stabilize the coreway. With Aldegon's help, we will be able to reclaim the quarry and its mines and establish a supply line with Dornegal.
May the Titans carve your path.
Back to Aldegon.
Greetings, Outlander.
The last thing I expected today was to see Belgrim, much less receive his help. But I guess since the coreway was damaged, he has no choice. I do not know how to compute this. It is only logical to accept it. Here, mix this with mud and apply it to the injured. Interesting new weapon that we can pick up. It is a two-hander though, so we're not going to use it.
Forge, this poultice can mend even our stone bodies. Belgrim, your help is appreciated.
We will take the two-handed weapon though. Just in case we do switch over to Unholy or Blood.
I have been remiss in fulfilling my edict. Now the coreway lies in ruin. I need your help, Edelgon. Just like you needed mine.
I need Findorn and Tregor brought to the pool. Good. Now for Ebona. Fading.
My Stormrook can take her to Dornegal. Perhaps the healers there can help.
Belgrim, thank you. Yes, I am the former Stoneward.
I thank you. It's been a long time since I've received help from Outlanders, or the Oathsworn.
Come back and share your...
Interesting.
Are you here to
Speak
chat?
with Moira. The Nerubians are attacking the Earthen again. We must follow that swarm. I fear we are outnumbered, but if the Earthen can come together and stand with us, we may just have a chance. Journey to the proscenium on the Isle
You may
of
take
Dorne.
your leave.
Take one of the rams, Belgrim. It's no Stormrook, but it's faster than going on foot.
I have never ridden one, but how difficult can it... Whoa there!
I'll bring the Unbound to the Coreway. We'll meet you in Dornegal.
Alright, where are we heading? The proscenium. Looks like it's right outside of Dornegal. Technically, I guess it's in Dornegal, but it's right by the crossroads. Well, let's not waste any time. Let's get right over there and get into the attack.
Damn bugs! They're attacking our injured!
The mountain lends us its strength.
The wounded, the Nerubians, are kicking the earthen when they're down. There, in the middle, is that Xerix again, and Illyria. Oh, mountain strength be with me. We've got to help them.
Mind yourself, champion. We need you.
Now for Baelgrim, these accursed Nerubians attacking a triage site. So many wounded and defenseless, and yet it looks like you Outlanders are putting up a fight. Let's grind every last one of those bugs back into the ground.
Conversation. I must defend my people.
Now Wenbrant, a new person perhaps?
Okay. Let's go.
Who are you? But of course another Outlander. I'm Wenbrant, tamer of Cinderbees and creator of Cinder Brew. I had brought barrels of Cinder Brew to help the injured. I thought drinking it would ease their pain, but for the most it just caused more. Burning pain. I refuse to let my brew go to waste. Maybe it can be weaponized. The Nerubians are just bugs after all, organic and flammable. This burrow here is a perfect test subject.
Let's pick up that cinder brew keg. I have an idea.
Let's go ahead and use it.
Ha! I knew it would work. Let's light them up.
Well, this should be fun. We're going to be destroying some burrows and repelling the invasion. Let's get to work.
Is on the way. Find cover, quickly!
Anduin has come back. Alright, let's go help Illyria.
I am on the hunt.
I will crush you. I will crush all of you. Nerubian, rise!
Where is she? Where is Xalatath? She must suffer for what she has done.
The core ways severed. You will never reach the Harbinger.
Illyria is gone again. Let's go ahead and turn in these quests and see what else we can do.
Communication and...
Alright, Wenbrent.
Sorry. Hello.
Let's turn that one in. And a Balgrim. Good work. Good, gruesome work.
I have work to do.
Looks like we've repelled the invasion. Let's speak with Moira.
Well, I'm listening.
We know the Nerubians are in league with Xalatath, and we have a fair idea of why they attacked us and Dalaran. They seem bent on destroying the Earthen, even kicking them when they're down. But why? Is it because the core way is the key, and in destroying it wasn't enough? Maybe what we're doing here, repairing the core way, is just what they don't want us to do. We should go back to Dornagal and try to piece this together.
If you hear anything of note,
They're retreating. Your cinder brew makes for quite the weapon, Wenbrand.
meet us at the Foundation Hall, champion. The fight against the Nerubians is far from over.
Very well, let's get back to Dornagal.
Work cycle interrupted.
Interesting. A gear enchanting quest that is not located on our map. Complete the item enchantment tutorial by using the items received from Elerdin. Or use your own items. As important as that seems, let's leave that alone for now. We can always come back to it. We're going to be spending a ton of time in Dornagal after all, over the course of this expansion. For now, we're back in Foundation Hall.
I am glad you're back, Adelgon. The council is needed here in Dornagal more than ever.
It is time we stand as one and strike back against the Nerubians.
Have you heard anything I need to know?
May your hammer strike true.
Renown 3. I never really know how much renown means to the overall progression of our character. I'm not exactly sure what we're getting out of this just yet. Let's speak with Merix.
I serve the Titans unswervingly.
The Unbound have arrived with the equipment and resources needed to begin repairing the core way. This is a momentous occasion, one for the Archive. I would not say this to Adelgon, but I see the Titans' hands in it. And now it is time for me to exercise my directive. I have devised a plan for how to organize our workers most efficiently, and have also allocated supplies to welcome them. Take these orders to Adelgon's workers so they can begin in earnest. We will meet you there shortly.
Go, Adelgon and I will oversee the repairs. This will be no small task.
It doesn't sound like it. Let's head back out into Dornagal, and then we'll head over close to the core way. I'm going to enlist some workers.
Tell me, what drives you?
Very good. Let's find out what happens now.
These repairs will be wasted if we're attacked again. We need to bolster our defenses.
Speak with Merrick's.
Very good to me.
Even with this many workers, the Coreway's repairs will take time. We need to decide what to do in the meantime.
Must go. Apologies.
Let's find out what Belgrim has in store.
Conversation initiated.
I know the Unbound can repair and unblock the Coreway expediently, but I also know the Nerubians. If they see an opportunity for an ambush, they will take it. With our backs turned and our focus on the Coreway, we are prime targets. I need to rally my Storm Riders and form a perimeter around Dornegal in case of an attack from within or from without. Meet me inside of the Storm Perch. I will call upon my troops there. Let's see, meet Belgrim outside the Storm Perch. That must be kind of where he hangs out with the rest of his gang.
We will rally the Storm Riders and protect the Unbound.
Looks like the entrance to the Rookery. At least the general whereabouts.
Over here.
Let's speak with him.
We will fly to the Rookery together.
All right, are we doing a dungeon? Like, what are we doing here? I am very interested.
It is my oath-sworn duty to protect the core.
Yeah, check that out. Let's go. Queue for follower dungeon. Very cool. So we're going to take on our first dungeon, it looks like. I guess we can see what the follower dungeon system is like, because we have not done that before. I certainly haven't done it in at any point.
Fly high, strike.
So
true.
let's see how this goes. We'll be the DPS. Well, let's do it. I love this. I love entering a dungeon for the sole purpose of the quest. That's really cool. Dungeon Assistant. Toggle to allow the follower to lead the way. Okay. So we got Belgrim. We've got everybody here. Do we need to pick up any additional quests before we proceed?
Before us stands the Storm Perch, Outlander. It is the command center and rookery for all Storm Riders. This is highly irregular. Why are these Storm Rooks tethered here?
Thank the Titans you are here. The Storm Perch has been breached, and the Storm Riders corrupted. Hurry! If we free these Storm Rooks, we can fly there and try to end this madness.
Outlander, with me.
Okay. Looks like this is our party. Very cool. I guess we could start.
Corridite! What are you doing? Stop this!
Definitely some void manipulation.
What is that orb? It's radiating dark energy, and it's affecting the storm rooks. While you go to the roosts, I will distract them here. We can link up later.
Alright, let's ride a Stormrook, see where it takes us. Looks like right across the way. Oh wow, we got a lot of floors to this place. Very interesting. I like that we can kind of just attack stuff and our group just kind of jumps in. That's very cool.
Gorin, what have you done?
Let's find out the source of this corruption.
The glory. It should have been mine, Pilgrim.
Could just be Xalatath, I suppose.
Never deserved to be Stormward.
I left Gorin, my second, in charge of the Storm Perch when I left to investigate your Dalaran's crash. What has that traitor allowed to happen in my absence?
Alright, I think we can take on the boss now. Let's see, Karios. How many bosses we got in here? We got 3. We've got Stormguard Gorin and Voidstone Monstrosity. I wonder if we can actually get gear from here or not. As a follower dungeon, I'm not sure. I guess we'll have to see. Let's take on the first boss.
You deserved a better rider than Gorin. I will deactivate Gorin myself for this sacrilege.
I guess we head down, perhaps? Let's see what happens when we fall. Let's take a feather, I suppose. Temporarily chain the power of the storm to crash down and energize a friendly Stormrook to break free of their void bonds. Okay. Is there a better way down? Or do we just have to jump? There we go. This makes a little bit more sense. Drifting down nice and slow. Interesting. Can we break the bonds with this feather? Looks like we can. And I guess we have to purge everything. I wonder if you have to do this every single time that you are in the dungeon. I'm assuming this is something that my followers will not be able to help me with, if I had to guess. Let's see if we can go back up a level. I think we missed one over on the other side. We've arrived in the barracks. I'm not sure what clearing out that void did.
Finally, I thought I'd have to fight Gorin on my own.
Come, Outlander. We will press forward and rescue who we can. Edict has been changed by some dark influence. Go, find Volkmar. He will take you to safety. Diving deeper and deeper into the barracks. Let's keep it going deeper and deeper. While there are a lot of levels to this place, we aren't in any particular level for too long.
I will stand proud on the debris of your corpse.
Pretty simple concept for the first dungeon, so I suppose that makes sense. Now we've got our second boss in Stormguard, Gorin. Well, definitely a cool looking place for sure, just like all WoW dungeons are. But yeah, pretty simple for the most part.
I command this rookery by right. Your death is my directive. Trust by my power. I deserve this power.
No gear so far, so that makes a lot of sense. I'm sure we're not going to be getting any.
The same dark magic that was emanating from the Stormriders is more powerful here.
I do not like that it feels darker and colder as we go down. But there are more survivors to rescue. The lift is out. If we want to keep going, we will have to go down the Stormrider way. Follow me.
Who are we following? Well, their whole aim for the water. Okay, that makes sense. I'm glad they gave us a little tip there. A little pin on the map.
Is that? What did Gorin bring here? We have to take it down.
Let's find out. The Voidstone monstrosity. We're not far off now. How much you want to bet that these void fragments are going to be a huge pain in the butt in Mythic Plus? They're probably going to do something super crazy.
Take out the creatures channeling on that core. No matter. We must destroy it.
Very interesting fight. We got a big guy here. Let's see how the hitbox works and what the mechanics look like. Got some ads. I'm sure that beam that hit us before would probably be a one-shot in Mythic, even Mythic 0. And there it is. Our very first dungeon of the War Within, our very first follower dungeon ever.
Let us return to the council. I must report to them.
Nearly our entire order has been wiped out. The Storm Riders can protect Dornagal no longer. That is rough. Alright, with that, let's leave the instance group. Hopefully we get teleported right back to Dornagal and we can turn this one in.
I've tracked the Nerubians to a burrow near the meadery. They must be after the Cinder Brew.
And without the Stormriders.
And I believe that is the second dungeon of the zone, Cinderbrew Meadery. Suppose that's where we're going to be heading next. Taking a quick look at the map. See what else is out there. There might be a couple of these quest lines that we haven't looked at yet. And we're probably going to want to do that, just in case one of them does lead to the allied race.
Do you have an appointment?
The entire rookery? I see. At least the source was destroyed. I lament the loss of so many Stormriders, but if the corruption had spread to Dornegal...
The eternal titans sculpt your path.
It would not have been good. Let's speak with Baelgrim again.
The edicts are my guide.
With my Stormriders inactive, Dornegal is undefended, save a handful of lay peacekeepers. If the Nerubians attack us here again, Dornegal will fall, and all of us with it. It is imperative we draw them away from the city and take out their commander. We can and will make our own web and capture Leatrix in it. I have a plan.
Be vigilant.
What's the plan?
We are the bedrock. They want the Cinderbrew? I propose we let them have it, and then ignite it.
Now hold on! That will reduce my meadery to rubble!
I will see to its repair, Wenbrand. You have my word.
Fine. But if my stock is involved, then so am I.
Excellent. Then we are aligned.
We protect the people of the Isle.
Then it is settled. We will make our stand at Cinderbrew Meadery.
Conversation terminated.
Your archer friend is right. We must eliminate Leatrix and his forces if the core way is to remain safe. Let us head to Cinderbrew Meadery at once.
May the Titans carve...
On your signal, I'll lure the Nerubians to the meadery.
And we will prepare a welcome for our guests.
Alright, looks like we're heading to the next dungeon. I don't know if that means we're doing the dungeon itself, or if this is all going to happen right outside. But I can't wait to find out. Before we do that, let us fly around the Isle of Dorne some more. I'd like to do a little bit more exploring just for a few minutes. Maybe pick up some more mines. Some more ores. Do a little bit more exploring, and I would like to pick up some of these or take a look at some of these local quest lines as well. Slab of Slate. Study to increase your Khazalgar mining knowledge by 1. Cool. We will certainly take more knowledge. With that, let us enjoy the sights and sounds of the Isle of Dorne. Oh, perhaps a treasure of some kind? Stone of the Unbound. In this spot, a gathering of like-minded stonebound took place. A gathering of earthen that for millennia have witnessed the cracks in our society, created by the unquestioning belief in our creators, the Titans, and their return. A gathering of earthen that wished to no longer be bound to the edicts of long-gone oppressors. Henceforth, we, the stonebound gathered here, declared ourselves unbound, free of the Titans and edicts. Now we will go forth from this place to enlighten others that they can leave the directives behind and live as they see fit. And words of this first meeting will forever remain here on the stone of the Unbound. Kriegval. It makes sense. It makes sense why we would be able to enlist them as an allied race, as some of them want to find a different purpose. And for some of them, that purpose will be the Horde or the Alliance. Finding a decent amount of nodes now. We weren't in the beginning, but I was expecting as much. I'm sure there are a ton of players right now, even with all the layering. Madrin, Isle of Dorn. Discover the following skywriting glyphs in the Isle of Dorn. Cool. Not something we need, I don't think, but interesting nonetheless that we found one. And I believe this right here, Thol Madran, is the highest point in all of Dornegal. And you know what? I think now might be the perfect time to end the episode here for today. We've discovered more of the Isle, took on our very first dungeon, and took on some more of the main storylines as well. As always, I thank you guys so much for watching, and I hope to see you in the next one. Bye for now.